Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon where you are joining us from in the world. My name is Lauren Kruger, and I am going to be talking with you today about Evergreen Your Facilities and Career with Sustainability Training from IFMA. So, just some quick housekeeping. This is recorded. You can see it viewed again on IFMA's LinkedIn page. We also house the recordings on IFMA's YouTube channel. If at any point during the presentation you have questions, I will try to answer those as they come in. If I don't get to it, there should be some time at the end for any questions and answers. And then I just like to go through after the presentation and respond to all the questions in writing. So if I do not, for some reason, get to it or I miss it, I do like to go back through those questions on LinkedIn and respond in writing. So you should have me verbally answer your question as well as in writing after the fact as well. So my name is Lauren Kruger. I'm the Director of Sales Operations for IFMA. I have been with IFMA for 10 years. So if you have any questions at all during this presentation, not just about the credentialing and training, but about events or membership, I can answer those questions as well. I am located in Stavanger, Norway. So hopefully I'm able to bring this presentation to you at a time that is convenient for you. I like to see where everybody is joining in from. So if you can type into the chat where you're tuning in from. I did a presentation a couple hours ago and we had people tuning in from India, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon. There was someone from Papua New Guinea. So I love to see where people are tuning in from and to see how they want to progress in their career. So if you have any questions at all that you want to get answered, you can type them in now. And that way I can prepare as we go through the presentations as I read them, and hopefully I can answer them for you. So looks like we have people from South Africa, India, Sri Lanka. Hello, it's great to see you or ECU. South America, Belgium, Brazil. Great to have everyone tune in. So let me make myself smaller here. And let's see. I also want to talk with you about IFMA's regional representatives. So Laura Payman is our managing director for IFMA EMEA. That's Europe, Middle East, and Africa. CC Dai is our managing director for IFMA China. Mahender Singh is our director for IFMA India. So these are great people to reach out to if you are in those regions. They work on conferences and events in those regions with the chapters in those regions, training. So if you have any questions at all, these are great people to reach out to view those specific IFMA websites as well. If you're interested to learn more about any sponsorship activities, whether it be on the website or within conferences that are happening in those regions. So definitely make sure that you are viewing those web pages and reaching out to those individuals. All right, now I'm going to make myself disappear here so you can focus on the slides. IFMA's vision, for those of you who are not familiar with IFMA, we are the International Facility Management Association, and our vision is to lead the future of the built environment to make the world a better place. IFMA's mission is to advance the collective knowledge, value, and growth for facility management professionals to perform at the highest level. We have been in the industry for over 40 years, so we are the leading expert in the FM industry. We have over 22,000 members in more than 100 countries, and those members help to form 139 chapters globally. So chapters are going to be physical representation of IFMA in your city near you. So we have chapters, some of you have mentioned where you're from. We have chapters in Belgium, Nigeria, Singapore. Those are great opportunities for you to connect locally with FM professionals, as well as those members who provide products and services to facility managers. So if you are not a member of IFMA or a member of a chapter near you, definitely go to IFMA's website and see if there is one in your city or in a neighboring city that you might be interested in joining. So typically, we give these presentations once a month, and you may have attended these in the past, and we like to talk about all of the credentialing and training programs. We are going to focus specifically on the SFP today, but I wanted to just quickly touch on the other programs kind of in our pyramid photo that you see here. So the Essentials of Facility Management is a beginner level program. This is a training program that consists of 10 modules. And we like to say this is for individuals who typically have less than a year of experience within facility management or are under the umbrella of the built environment. So maybe you are an electrical engineer or an HVAC maintenance operator. You have, and you're looking for a career within FM, or maybe just for some of key terminology to use to talk with the FM in your organization so that both of you can help each other. The FM, or the Essentials of Facility Management, is a great program to help you understand what are those key terminologies within FM, what are the key tasks, daily roles and responsibilities. Our FMP is going to be for our skilled professionals. This is the facility management professional. This is going to provide you a deeper understanding and training in the 4 foundational competencies. So IFMA has defined 11 core competencies that make up the facility management body of knowledge. The FMP is a program that consists of the 4 foundational competencies. So that's operations and maintenance, leadership and strategy, finance and business, and project management. So those 4 competencies are deemed critical for any job position, employer, profession should be competent in those 4 foundational competencies. And the FMP program provides training in those 4 competencies. Then we have IFMA's core competencies, the other 7 that make up the total of 11. So this is for those who are proficient. Maybe you already have the FMP, or maybe you already have a good handle on the foundational competencies, and you want to round out your knowledge in the rest of those competencies. IFMA offers a course in each one of the 11 competencies, so you can pick specific training to fill certain knowledge gaps you may have. So if you want additional training in real estate or human occupancy factors or communications, we have a course designed to provide training specifically within that competency. Our SFP is what we're going to be focusing on, so I'm going to skip this for now and talk to you about the CFM, the Certified Facility Manager, and this is for our master level FM. So this is for facility managers who have at least 5 years of experience within the facility management industry. This is a certification, so you do have to go to a testing center to take the CFM exam, and it's going to test your knowledge and your application of that knowledge. So you have to be able to understand the scenarios that are given to you on the exam and provide written responses. So that is going to be for our master level. So you do have to have that 5 years of experience. Once you pass that CFM exam, you have the CFM certification that basically says, yes, this individual has mastered the 11 competencies and they are that skilled professional, that master professional. So you do have to maintain this certification. So it is one that requires renewal every 3 years. All right. So we are going to be focusing on IFMA's SFP, our Sustainability Facility Professional Credential Program. So what you're seeing on the screen here are all of the words that kind of encompass what sustainability is in FM right now, right? So you'll see in big blue letters in the middle, the sustainability. It's going to also talk about climate change, carbon neutral, decarbonization, circular economy. So all of these are buzzwords that are happening within sustainability profession right now, that the SFP provides education, training, and actual implementation of projects within your organization. Earth Day is happening in 2 days. It is the 22nd of April. So that is why our focus today is on the SFP credential and how you, as a facility manager, can actually lead the change that we're seeing in the world when it comes to climate change. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in this presentation. So who should pursue the SFP? Every facility manager should pursue the SFP. It's really designed for facility managers seeking guidance on sustainable strategy and implementation. So it is becoming more and more a foundational competency within facility management. I think the pandemic has exacerbated some of the skills and knowledge that FMs need in order to be efficient in their job. And one of those things that you need more training and knowledge on are sustainability and sustainable initiatives that your organization is trying to achieve. Technology, digitization is also another one of those. So you really have to have more knowledge and training now in all of these different verticals that fall under the built environment in order to be successful in your organization and be the leader that your organization needs for your facilities departments. And the SFP is going to provide great education and training within the sustainability realm. So it is for those that do have a reasonable foundation of the core FM competencies. So again, those 4 foundational competencies are the ones that make up the FMP, and that's operations and maintenance, finance and business, leadership and strategy, and project management. So the SFP is going to build upon those 4 foundational competencies. It does not mean that you need the FMP before you go for your SFP. It just means you have to be knowledgeable in those competencies, because the content within the SFP are going to touch on the content in those foundational competencies, and the sustainable initiatives are built upon those foundations. It's a reason why those are foundational. So it does not mean that you can't pursue the SFP. It just means maybe if you are not as comfortable in those foundational competencies, it may just mean that you need to do some extra study time when you pursue your SFP. Maybe give yourself a little grace as you learn some of the content at the same time as you're going through the SFP program. So I don't want to scare you or tell you you can't pursue the SFP. Absolutely, you can. It just means you may need to work a little harder than someone who may already have training or experience in the foundational competencies. So where do I start with sustainability? This is really going to depend upon you, your current knowledge, as well as your organization's current company culture. Does your organization support sustainable initiatives? Do they have a corporate sustainable strategy? Nowadays, many companies do, but what does that entail? Is it pretty surface level, or are they looking to you to lead those initiatives for the organization? Is sustainability part of your balanced scorecard? Are there KPIs associated with this? Are there already sustainable practices, so such as a recycling program? And then how do you measure and define the success maybe of the initiatives that you already have, or how will you define and measure the success of of these new initiatives that you may implement when you learn what these are through the SFP program. Are you strong in the foundations of FM, what we just discussed on the previous slide? And are you ready to lead? Are you ready to start making an impact? And are you ready to influence your organizational structure? Maybe people have already started to look for you for some of those answers, and you're looking for a way to do that. So this SFP program is a great option for you to help lead that change for your organization. So if you are just beginning, maybe you're here to learn, is this the right credential program for you? But you want to understand before you invest. IFMA does offer a sustainability course. So this is on average 5 hours of study time. So it's a shorter course. It's not a credentialing program. You do receive CEU points as well, and it has 6 chapters that make up this program. Once you've completed the final assessment at the end of this course, you do receive a digital badge. So that does verify your knowledge and training that you've accomplished by going through this course. But this is a great way to understand some of the introductory concepts to sustainability. So concepts such as managing water, energy, materials and consumables, waste, workplace and site management. Everything you need to complete this course is online. So there are the digital books. If you prefer a physical copy, we have book upgrade options for you, but we do have the digital content within the program itself. When you purchase it, you can download a PDF and have it to your desktop, Kindle, or e-reader. So there's many options to help you complete this program, all online self-study. And we will provide a dollar for dollar matching of what you paid for this program towards the SFP credential. So if you want to get your feet wet a little bit in what are the concepts of sustainability, this is a great program for you. I believe the member price for this is US $249. So that's the member price. And so if you were to purchase this program, we would put that 249 US dollars towards your SFP credential program. So that way you're not out any additional fees. If you decide that yes, you are ready for the SFP and you want to pursue that, then we want to help you get that credential. So the money that you spent on this sustainability course will go towards that SFP credential. So the SFP, the Sustainability Facility Professional, what is this? What content does it cover? How do you earn this credential? So this is a knowledge-based certificate program. It is self-paced. Everything you need to complete this program is online when you purchase it. And this is a lifetime credential. So there is no maintenance, there is no recertification needing to be done on this credential. There is no test that you have to go to a testing center to take an exam. When you purchase the SFP credential program, you are purchasing the training and you are purchasing the final assessments that you need to pass this SFP program. So there's no testing center you have to go to take a final exam. The SFP is 3 units. There are 12 chapters that are divided out into those 3 units. We'll see what those are on the next slide. But again, everything you need to complete this program is online. So you have your digital flip book. You can download that as a PDF if you would like. There are study aids within this program. So there are progress check questions after each of the chapters. There are flashcards, an FM glossary, case studies, everything you need to help you understand your progress through this program, and additional resources to help you understand the concepts and topics that this program covers. Again, All of the final assessments you need to pass this SFP credential is online. So after each chapter, there is a final assessment. So there are 12 final assessments in total. You do need to pass each of those 12 final assessments in order to submit your SFP application for the credential. So when you purchase it, you purchase training and the assessments. No testing center that you need to go to take a test to get the SFP credential. So what does the SFP cover? Again, there are 12 chapters. You'll see the distribution there on the screen as it relates to the 3 units. So we have our introductory unit. Unit 2 covers analyzing sustainable solutions. Unit 3 is making sustainable change. And this program is based off of IFMA's most recent job task analysis. So it is going to cover trends and topics that are happening, initiatives that are happening now within the world. So it's going to discuss and talk about circular economy, UN Sustainable Development Goals, as well as ESGs. So this is an excellent program to get you up to speed on sustainable initiatives as it relates to global policy and how to implement those within your organization. Again, this is talking about the SFP program builds upon the foundational competencies. There is a strong alignment with operations and maintenance within the SFP. So it does discuss day-to-day O&M changes that you can make within your organization, such as, HVAC operations and maintenance, improving efficiencies of existing systems, talks about energy fundamentals with purchasing and sources and consumption and demand differences. So this is why we like to say you should have an understanding of those foundational competencies before pursuing the SFP, because it will touch on those concepts and topics within the operations and maintenance foundational competency as it relates to sustainable initiatives. So now that does not mean that if you pursue the SFP that's the same content that's covered on the FMP. No, the FMP is going to talk about operations and maintenance. It is not going to discuss in detail the sustainable initiatives as it relates to operations and maintenance that the SFP program goes into detail about. So there is a big difference. The SFP is just going to build upon your knowledge of O&M as it relates to sustainable initiatives. Hopefully I did not confuse anyone. I know that was a big question in my last presentation, so I just wanted to make sure that I was upfront about it on this slide with you. And the SFP really embodies this plan, do, check cycle. So you are planning and developing strategy for your organization based on the concepts that you've learned within this SFP program. You're identifying what initiatives your organization needs. You're communicating that plan to leadership, to the community, to your organization employees in order to accurately implement those strategies. And then it's the reporting efforts on those strategies. Again, what is your measurement of success? What is your measurement for failure within these initiatives? So when you go through this SFP program, we've heard feedback from individuals that have already completed it, that they were able to implement initiatives in real time within their organization as they were going through this program. So it's not something that you have to wait until you've completed it in order to be able to do anything within your organization. You're able to take what you've learned from this SFP credential program and start making changes immediately within your organization. So I know that's exciting to me as just a lifelong learner, that you're able to actually get things done immediately as you're reviewing these training programs. So that's what makes this SFP program very unique. So again, it's that strategy meets implementation. So you're earning your credential is just the beginning with this SFP program. This is giving you evergreen strategies to use. You have the power to drive sustainability, but you do need the knowledge and the training in order to support your ideas and initiatives and effectively communicate that to all of the assets within your organization. And then turn your hope for the future into action for today. This is a great image. I don't know if any of you have seen this, but I love this image. So I know in my last presentation, I had a lot of questions about what is the difference between LEED certification and IFMA's SFP credential. So this is a slide that touches on some of the differences between LEED AP, WELL AP, and IFMA's SFP. So LEED is going to focus on place, WELL is going to focus on people, and the SFP is that intersection of place and people. So the SFP is not just a checklist of criteria your building has to meet in order to be considered LEED certified. The SFP is going to give you, as I mentioned, strategic implementation initiatives for your organization as well as the building. So it's going to help you maintain some of those sustainability initiatives you've done. If you have a building that is LEED certified, it's an excellent complementary program for that, because now you're training the individual to not only create new strategic initiatives, but to maintain some of these LEED certifications and changes that you made on your building to get the LEED certification. So it's a great complementary program to LEED and WELL certifications. If you are going through the SFP program and you decide that maybe you're not fully understanding some of the concepts within the program, do not worry. IFMA has a great resource for you. It is the SFP Learning Labs. These are online virtual webinars that are facilitated by an IFMA qualified instructor. So these are 90-minute sessions with other peers that have signed up. They are also going through the SFP program. And this is a great interactive opportunity to help you understand the concepts that the SFP program is teaching you, and then also how to come up with the implementation of those initiatives in your organization. So these groups are led by an instructor, and there are breakout groups within these sessions where you work with the other individuals in the session, and you come up with it as a team on how you will implement some of the strategies that the SFP program is teaching you. So it's a really unique way of learning and understanding the concepts in the SFP with a tangible takeaway that you can implement immediately within your organization. It is very crucial that you read the chapters before attending these virtual sessions. So it's 90-minute sessions, and there is one session for each chapter of the SFP program. So you're looking at 12 interactive sessions. And so you do have to read the material before attending the class, because if you do not, then it's very hard to participate in this class. You will not be getting the ROI that you need if you do not read the material beforehand. We've piloted these learning labs with groups of people at the end of last year, and we found that that was typically the first session. People think they can just show up and learn, and that's not what these learning labs are. You have to know the material so you can interact with the instructor and your peers. So usually after the first one, everyone's like, okay, I have to actually read the material. And then the next sessions are much more productive. So these sessions are not required to complete your SFP program. These are here as a supplemental aid to help you get through the SFP program. So IFMA offers these learning labs, but we also have our global training affiliates that conduct these learning labs as well. So IFMA works with organizations globally that have been vetted by IFMA to conduct IFMA's training in a city near you. So we have, if you go to this website, we have partners in Africa, in the GCC, in India, and China. So these are great opportunities for you to do classroom or virtual training in your region. So if you are looking for these virtual SFP learning labs and you are not able to attend those through IFMA, see if there's an education training affiliate in your city or country that you can attend. You will ensure that you are getting the IFMA materials, that you are being taught by an IFMA qualified instructor, and that you're getting the materials needed to pass and to take those final assessments. So it's very important that you do attend these trainings through an education training affiliate of IFMA in order to ensure you are getting the appropriate training needed. So IFMA also offers a number of other sustainability resources, and most of these are going to be member specific. So IFMA is a membership organization. If you are a member of IFMA, you will automatically receive some of these benefits or discounts on purchasing some of these. So IFMA offers a knowledge library that is accessible to members, and this is a online library that houses how-tos. There are videos, webinars, past conference sessions and events. So this is a tremendous resource that is categorized by the 11 competencies that you can search to help you in anything you need, from an issue that you have in your job today to just some additional training that you're looking for. We also have an Engage forum. This is an online community where you can talk with fellow professionals, ask questions. Maybe you have a certain problem in your facility right now that you want to see how did other people tackle this problem. You can pose that question to the Engage forum and get responses on what other people have done in their facilities. So it's a great resource to find other individuals. We also have a environmental stewardship, utilities, and sustainability community. That is a mouthful, I know. ESIS for short. This is a group of like-minded FM professionals who work specifically within sustainability and FM. So if you have a manager of sustainability title for your organization, or maybe this is just your passion, you want to move your organization more in this direction, and you want to network with other individuals who have been doing this, this is a great community for you to join. And then IFMA also offers a number of other learning videos on our course catalog. So I've mentioned mostly our credentialing and training programs in the core competencies, but we also have short videos, and some of these were created from subject matter experts within IFMA based on trending topics. Some of these are recordings and webinars from previous conference and events courses. And so there are a number of sustainability videos on our course catalog that you can purchase. These are for individual videos for member pricing. I believe these are $25 US. So they are at a lower price point. And usually these are typically about a 30-45 minute video that you watch with some questions on the end for an assessment in order to attain CEUs. or CFM maintenance points for those that have your CFM. And we have just recently bundled some of these learning videos together. So we do have a sustainability bundle, and that includes those 4 videos that you see on the screen here. This is different from the SFP program. This is just a separate bundle of learning videos just to make it easier for you to find those sustainable videos and purchase a bundle if you're interested in all 4 of these and save a little money than if you were to purchase each one individually. So after learning a little bit more about the SFP, if you are not sure still that this is the right credential or program for you, we do have a career compass online that asks you some quick questions about your background experience, and then that will suggest perhaps where you should investigate more time in researching which program might be the right path for you. So this is just a quick, 2-minute survey online, and it is not saying that that is where you should start, but it's saying this is where you should do a little more research on to see if this is the right start for you. We're also, of course, happy to talk through your background on the phone or email if you want to really get more of a personalized learning path. IFMA can talk with you about that on the phone or via email as well. So this is just some inspiring sentences to leave you with for your day here. Our challenge to you, facility managers play a critical role in protecting our environment. FMs need to think globally while acting locally, and that SFP program is a great way to do that. The SFP helps you understand what you can do within your facilities to affect global crises, including climate change, supply chain, and more. So, facility managers are the change agents of today and tomorrow. Join your global peers in leading that change. So, I hope this has inspired you to take some action within yourself or your organization to make that difference. So if you have stayed with me throughout this entire presentation, thank you. You are being rewarded. Here are some discount codes for you to use when you check out. You can purchase that SFP program and receive $100 off using the code YourLearning100. That SFP course that I mentioned, the sustainability course that I mentioned, where if you purchase it, you can receive credit of that towards your SFP program. If you use Your Learning 50, you receive $50 off purchasing that sustainability course. So if that's something that you were interested in to see if you want to pursue the SFP, you can get $50 off of that course today. These discounts are valid through the end of April. You do not have to be a member of IFMA to purchase any of our programs on our course catalog. However, being a member gets you additional discounts. So just by being a member of IFMA, the programs are already discounted for you. So if you are someone that is looking to invest in yourself and maybe you are looking to purchase one or more training videos or credentialing programs from IFMA, it may be of benefit to look at the cost of membership, because you may be saving more money in the long run by becoming a member. So just something to look at. It depends on you and what courses you're interested in taking, and if this is something you're willing to invest in, multiple years of additional learning. So take a look at that membership from IFMA. So thank you all for joining today. This is the end of the presentation. I did not get too many questions during the webinar. Hopefully I was thorough enough that I answered all of your questions. But if not, I will answer your questions, like I said, within the LinkedIn comments, writing my answers just so you have it in front of you, someplace written that you can look at as well. Because everyone learns differently. Some people need to hear it and visually see it. So I want to provide all those options to everyone. If someone asked about health and safety and which program to consider, so IFMA, you may take a look at all of IFMA's core competency courses. I know we talk, some of that is probably addressed in our occupancy and human factors course. We have a risk management competency course that's going to discuss some of the safety that you've talked about. The SFP obviously is going to provide content and topics on health and safety measures within your organization as well. So I would just take a look at IFMA's course catalog and those competency courses and see if there is anything specific that you're looking to fill knowledge gaps on. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. My colleagues in North America are going to also be presenting this at 11 a.m. Central Time. So if you have someone within your organization, maybe a supervisor that you want to watch this presentation, it will be happening at 11 a.m. Central Time in North America, that you can direct them to. Again, these are also recorded and you can see it on IFMA's LinkedIn page. It should just pop up in your feed on LinkedIn if you follow IFMA. And then these are also recorded and placed on IFMA's YouTube channel if you are able to access YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Please take advantage of those discount codes before the end of the month. And any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to IFMA. Thank you.